Hey guys, what's up? Guess what? This is Junior Friday evening, and this is once again your boy here, Neo. Welcome back, everybody. Let's do a little bit of market recap for today, Thursday, shall we? Hey, let's take a look at the Yahoo Finance. Give me 1 second. Let me start right here. All right, let's continue. Yahoo Finance. Why the real market shock is in long-term bonds. Okay, now, if we have disruption to oil supplies, and we are expecting because crude oil prices per barrels are going higher, that in turn fuel inflation in the near term, in the future, and inspector who want to buy bonds, they have to see higher returns for doing so, meaning the yields of the bonds have to go up higher. And how high are we talking about? Most of the institutional bond investors look at long-term bonds at roughly 5%. If that is the case, institutional investors are more likely to buy long-term bonds with over 5% of return. Why? Because they are guaranteed a 5% return, and it is risk-free bond, 5% return for those huge, big institutional investors. Then what does that mean? If they invest in those long-term bonds instead of investing in stocks, that means the amount of money that flow into stock markets is limited because this type of thinking is the institutional investors, they have huge amount of money and capitals. If they divert at least part of their funds into buying treasuries, long-term bonds with yields over 5%, then a huge pool of capital is not flowing into the stock market. Then if not enough people are buying stocks, then who is gonna push stocks higher, right, in prices? And now, so did I say it right? Here is the technical backdrop. Since late 2022, the 30 years has been tracing a pendant pattern, a classic chart formation that often resolves in the directions of the prior trend. In this case, to the upside, that raises the risk of a definitive break above 5%. See, that's what I just said. Oh, I didn't even read this. The important level that institutional money is watching. Yeah, it's always happen. If it goes over 5%, a lot of institutional investors will be so inclined to invest in bond instead of individual stocks. Yeah, but
It's time for bed.
Oh, thank you, Alexa. But then who in our mind, we are small fishes and we invest in stocks. We are investing for our future financial freedom. So, but just something to keep in the back of our minds, something like this would happen. And okay, let's take a look at one specific company. Let's zoom in. F-L-Y, Firefly Aerospace. It's sort of almost 20% earlier, I think. And yeah, it's just back down $2 per share. With some profit taking, and the general market sentiment was down today, even though the futures now are up, right? One up day, one down day. After that down day and other up day, market has been like this recently. Firefly Aerospace, see, even with today such a bad market condition, still managed to move up collectively 15%. Before market close and after market close. All right, what was going on? Firefly Aerospace sure on mission success What kind of mission are we talking about? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look in what Firefly as a space rocket launching company did today. Let's see. Is it going? Okay, it's going. Stairway to 7, not heaven. Stairway to 7. Oh, 7 is because this is the Alpha 7. Their first rocket is named Alpha 7. There we go. Oh, this is what? Oh, this is Albert's shoes. All right, let me. This is Albert's shoes. This is a commercial. Yeah, they are very, very comfortable. But this is not our topic for today. Skip. Let's fast forward. Okay. That is the company logo. Oh, look at that.
Good evening and welcome to this evening's broadcast from Firefly Aerospace.
Exciting.
Tonight's window is opening tonight's window is opening right now, but we have about a 2-hour window to work with a launch scheduled for 5:50 p.m. Pacific time.
3, 2, 1.
In just a second, we'll get you a map here to show where the launch will be coming from, but let's get ahead and let's get going with tonight's mission called Stairway to 7. It's going to lift off from Firefly's Slick 2 at Vandenberg Space Force Base, just up the coast from Los Angeles. We're going to zoom in on the map here. You can see Slick 2, that Space Launch Complex 2, just inland a little bit, where the rocket on the right-hand side of your screen is standing by for launch. Again, we're about 18 minutes away. This is Flight 7 of Firefly's Alpha rocket. Mission name is Stairway to 7. My name is John Gallup.
Let's
Lots of
move
cameras
forward.
here, but we want everybody to know what's going on with Alpha. So, things are starting to happen really fast here. Walk us through what's going to happen
Ooh.
next.
Yeah, so we just entered terminal count a few minutes ago. That happens at T-minus 15 minutes. This is a fully automated phase with over 300 commands and health checks, including at T-minus 8 minutes, we start fuel pre-press. At T-minus 7 minutes, so not quite, but almost, you'll see some stage 2 TPC wiggles. We're trying to make sure that those are smooth and moving. At T-minus 6 minutes, Alpha will transition to internal power. So right now it's hooked up to shore side. We want to make sure that it can, be healthy under its own power before we can't take the ground with us. So we want to make sure that Alpha has its own batteries on board and that those are healthy. At T-minus 5 minutes and 45 seconds, those collar arms will open. I think it was a camera view pointed at them. They're these kind of like little
Clamps to provide additional stability, right? There
Yeah,
you go.
exactly. Yeah, there they are. They sit just below our stage 2 Alpha.
Will be stopping the broadcast intentionally. Make sure you check back on Firefly's social channels for updates on how the mission is going. But here at just under T-minus 4 minutes, we're rapidly coming up on this final launch poll. Here's what you're going to hear. The launch conductor is going to ask for a go, no-go from 3 important folks: the chief engineer, the launch director, and the range operations commander. We're going to go ahead and let you listen in to the launch net. We'll put some graphics up on the screen. We'll keep going through these fantastic views of the rockets. We upgraded some pad cameras as well. And let's see how this final go, no-go poll goes.
There will be a go, no-go at T-minus 3 minutes.
Okay, let's skip.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and lift
Oh, oh, come on.
Transition to ascent operations, PRC MLP 1435. Operators transition to ground channel for pad safety.
Do you ever rewind? Oh my gosh. The camera wasn't working earlier. But it's amazing, huh? Wow. Look at that flame. Wow. Was it a success? It must be a success, right? Otherwise, the stock would not have reacted so positively. Wow. Boy. Hey, we have 200 shares of this company, by the way. Wow, amazing. Amazing. And analysts, not me, huh? I haven't done enough financial examinations of this company yet. However, one analyst said he gave a target price for Firefly Aerospace at $65 per share. And right now it is sitting at $23 per share, even after that $15 increase for today. When I purchased it was under 20. It was just last week. It's like the next Rocket Lab, if you will. Remember, there is the Rocket Lab company, and then the SpaceX, and we're gonna fly a lot of satellites up into the sky or into the space in the next few years. It's crazy. And we're gonna test a lot of technology on the moon surface, and then the next step will be going all the way to Mars. We are competing with China, by the way. Yeah. We want to win, right?
You can see the rocket continuing downrange there. Now's the time to be looking out to the west. See if you can catch Alpha.
Wow.
From your perspective. Remember, over on social, tag us.
Let's take a look at the space picture. Whoa.
Be keeping an eye on all
Wow.
the data that's coming back down.
And you can't really see the flames themselves, but you can see the heat
Yeah.
the flames make in that nozzle extension.
The sort of radiation, the black body radiation, the red glow there coming through the nozzle.
Look at the velocity. 13,000 plus kilometer per hour.
Make a little
T plus
pistol.
5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
T plus 5 minutes.
As a reminder, we will be burning until T plus 8 minutes and 2 seconds. That's when we should experience SECO.
Wow. Boy. Amazing. Bravo. Success.
Now's a
Wow.
good time. If you're watching the live stream, let us know. Were you able to see Alpha? Do it right there in the chat. If you saw it, tell us where you were watching from. Or hey, if you didn't see it, say I was watching from Portland and didn't quite see it. The sun was in our eyes, or whatever your situation was. But we would love to see what y'all were able to see.
Amazing. Oh,
When I started my record,
and then this is TurboTax. Oh, TurboTax. Have you done your tax yet for 2025? All right, let's move on to the next one. So, USA space company capable of launching rockets include industry leaders SpaceX. They have the Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, and Starship. And then United Launch Alliance, ULA. They have the Atlas V and Vulcan. And then Blue Origin, the one by Jeff Bezos, New Shepard, New Glenn Rocket Lab. They have the Electron rocket, and now Firefly Aerospace Alpha 7. And then later on, they will be testing the Alpha 8, I believe is a bigger rocket yet. And these companies provide diverse, reliable, and increasingly reusable launch services for commercial and government missions. Remember, government missions? It's like how Palantir and how other companies benefit from government contracts, right? We want to win the space race, right? Because whoever gets to Mars first, guess what? We probably can claim a lot of real estates there. Who knows? And then space industry, space tourism is gonna be a big industry in the future. Key US launch providers, SpaceX dominates the market with Falcon 9 for now, and Falcon Heavy for orbital missions, plus Starship for heavy lift needs. United Launch Alliance, ULA, a major provider of national security and commercial payloads using the Vulcan Centaur rocket. Blue Origin focuses on New Shepard for suborbital flights and New Glenn for orbital launches. Rocket Lab specializes in small satellite launches with the Electron rocket. But they are also testing bigger rockets too for Rocket Lab. Firefly Aerospace operates the Alpha vehicle targeting the 1,000 kilogram payload classes, but they will be testing bigger and bigger rockets in the future and reusables too. So, and then Northrop Grumman offers various launch vehicles for defense and scientific missions. ABL Space Systems developing the RS-1 rockets for small satellite deployments. Yeah, those are very small rockets. Virgin Orbit focuses on air-launched small satellite capabilities. And then Astra Space. Oh, I have heard about this company. It's a small company, I think. Yeah, focuses on small responsive launch vehicles. And then there are a couple of space-related companies. They are space infrastructure, for example, communication in space, and also how to manage the orbits of tens or hundreds of thousands of satellites. So those companies. But we will talk about some of them in the future. The US space industry is on track to launch tens of thousands of satellites by 2030. Tens of thousands of them. It's crazy. Just a couple of them drop back down to the Earth's surface. My God, can you imagine? Make a thing in our head. We don't like that. Can't claim insurance. Never mind. With estimates suggesting up to 58,000 or more, driven by SpaceX mega constellations and growing DoD requirements. Department of Defense, DoD. The Space Development Agency is launching hundreds of military satellites into low Earth orbit, LEO, for the National Defense Space Architecture. Key projected satellite launches next few years. Total projections. The U.S. Government Accountability Office, GAO, indicates that the industry is on track to launch 58,000 satellites by 2030. OMG, SpaceX has approved to launch thousands more Starlink satellites with long-term plans to build a constellations of up to 42,000 and has even proposed over 1 million for AI computing. But not just them. Blue Origin is trying to do the same thing. And also a few other big companies are also gearing up for the same purposes and focuses. Military defense. The U.S. Space Force aimed to add over 100 satellites in 2025. Oh, it was last year, to bolster network resilience. Growth trend in 2024, U.S. firms are responsible for a significant shares of global launches, and this rapid pace is expected to continue. How about China? Our biggest competitor. Yes, China has a rapidly growing commercial space sector with over a dozen private companies capable of launching rockets into orbit, alongside major state-owned enterprises. Key private firms often called land space startups include Landspace, iSpace, Galactic Energy, Orient Space, and Space Pioneer, which are developing liquid-fueled and reusable rockets to compete with the Western counterparts. Wow! So we have 8 Chinese commercial firms which have achieved successful orbital launches. Wow, with over 80 successful missions today. Wow. Reusable technology. Companies like Landspace, with their QZ-3 and Space Pioneer, are actively developing reusable rockets similar to SpaceX Falcon 9 to reduce costs. Wow, industrial scales. The commercial space industry in China is booming with over 600 players and a valuations of over 2.5 trillion yuan, which is equivalent to 350 billion USD as of 2025. Why Moon and Mars are the primary targets for space exploration? Because the Moon serves as a nearby stepping stones to test technology, while Mars offers more Earth-like environment suitable for long-term human civilization. We're gonna colonize Mars. Get every single livable object there as our pets. We're gonna do that. We're gonna grab their land and then let them do casinos in their land. Oh, just kidding. The moon allows for rapid close-range testing of mining and life support, whereas Mars provides necessary resources like water, ice, carbon, and day-night cycle for sustainable living. Why the moon? A proving ground, only 3 days away, the moon allows for testing, building, and perfecting technologies such as power systems and habitants before long-duration Mars missions. Resource mining and logistics. It is closer for industrial activities, mining resources like water, ice, and establishing a logistical base. Safety net. Proximity allows for easier emergency support and supply chains compared to Mars. Why Mars? Habitability. Mars has a thin atmosphere providing some radiation protection. Yeah, from the sunlight especially, right? Otherwise, it's gonna see wrinkle and we're gonna have skin cancer and other problem as well. A day-night cycle similar to Earth, that is important too, because we are, as human beings, we are so used to the day-night cycle. 24/7. And a manageable temperature range. Temperature is very important. We cannot be either too cold or too warm, too hot. In situ, resource utilization, it offers superior accessible resources including water, ice for life support, and carbon, nitrogen for fuel production, which is important too. We need fuel. Yeah, carbon, right? Nitrogen is very important. Long-term sustainability. Its gravity and environment makes it the most suitable closer target for becoming an independent multiplanetary species, you and me. But how much do we have to pay for the ticket to go there? Maybe we just buy a few shares now, and in the future, this company may be 1000x, then we automatically can convert it into a ticket. One-way ticket. Oh, not this thing. One-way ticket. Yeah, okay, never mind. Together with the moon provides the immediate testing grounds like NASA's program, while Mars represents the ultimate goal for establishing a permanent self-sustaining human presence. Okay, guys, good night. Have a wonderful evening. That's it for tonight. And everybody stay healthy, sleep well, have sweet dreams. Tomorrow, our Friday. Thank you. Thank you for coming, for watching.